Shiva Rudra Samhita, Kumara Khanda, Chapter 1. Love Sports of Shiva and Parvati. I offer my salutation to Shiva, who is pleased merely by offering a salutation to him, who loves his devotion, who bestows the complete devotion, who fulfills all the desires, who is the form of truth, truthful, who possesses the truth and the fortunes at all the three times, who likes and speaks the truth, who is adored by Brahma and Vishnu, and who takes to human form by his illusion alone. Narada said, Shiva, who bestows welfare on all the three lokas, after his marriage with Parvati, reached the Kailasa mountain. And what did he do there, you tell me? How could Atma Rama, the Supreme Soul Shiva, get a son, the purpose for which he had married with Shiva? O Brahma, how was Tarakasura killed? Which pleased the gods? Kindly narrate the entire story to me. Suda said, thus listening to the words of Narada, Brahma happily, devoting his mind towards Shiva delightfully, then replied to Narada. Brahma said, O Narada, I am now going to narrate to you the story of Shiva relating to the birth of Kartikeya and the killing of Tarakasura. I am going to narrate to you the story listening to which a person is relieved of all the sins. The relevant story destroys all the sins, is quite secret, quite surprising remover of the sufferings from the sins, besides being the remover of all the obstructions. The said story bestows all the welfare, is quite important, pleasant in hearing, comfortable, cause of moksha, and the destroyer of the evil or inauspicious deeds. After his marriage with Shiva, after reaching Kailasa, looked extremely graceful and then thought of performing the task of the gods. On the arrival of Shiva over the Kailasa mountain, enormous celebrations were held. The gods also felt delighted and then returned to their respective abodes. On the arrival of Shiva over the Kailasa mountain, enormous celebrations were held. The gods also felt delighted and then returned to their respective abodes. Thereafter, Shiva, together with Parvati, went to the extremely pleasant, lonely place. There was a comfortable bed which had been made with flowers and sandal paste, where all the articles of comfort had been made available and was quite surprising. Lord Shiva, the bestower of honor, enjoyed love sports with Parvati there for 1,000 divine years. With the mere touch of the limbs of Durga, Shiva was fainted, while Shiva was fainted with the touch of Shiva. Both of them became unmindful of the days and nights. O sinless one, both of them were engaged in the love sports to honor the worldly traditions, as a result of which a long time was passed like a moment. O dear one, soon thereafter all the gods, including Indra, collected over the Sumeru mountain, started consultations amongst themselves. The gods said, O great yogi, resting in your own self, unblemished Shiva, you had married Parvati for the accomplishment of our task. A son has not yet been born even after the lapse of such a long time. What is the reason for it? We are not aware of the reason. Why, O Lord, such a delay is being caused? Brahma said, in the meantime, Narada, having the divine vision, came to know of their enjoying the conjugal pleasure for an unlimited period. Then all the gods, making Brahma to lead them, reached the abode of Vishnu. Offering their salutation to him, I, Brahma, conveyed the news to him, hearing which all the gods stood there like a painting drawn on the wall. For 1,000 years, according to the calculation of the gods, Shiva, the great yogi, had been engaged in love sports, and he was not disassociating from the same. Lord Vishnu said, O Brahma, don't worry the least. Everything will be well done, O God of gods. O God of gods, O great Lord, go and take refuge with Shiva, the one to takes refuge devotedly, the one who takes refuge devotedly with Shiva, such a devotee does not have to face the fear or danger. O Brahma, the task would be established at the time of the interruption of the love sport and not now. Any task performed at the appropriate time shall meet with success and not otherwise. In case Shiva is desirous of enjoyment, who can stop it? After the completion of another 1,000 years, he will stop it at his own will. The one who by any means disturbs the couple enjoying the conjugal pleasures, he will have to face separation from his wife and sons in every birth. He will be deprived of the excellent wisdom, getting his glory destroyed. He will be deprived of his fortunes. Such a sinner, after his death, shall have to suffer from the torture in the Kala Sutra hell for 100,000 years. Durvasa, the great sage, had got Indra separated when he was engaged in love making with Rambha. Therefore, he had to suffer from the separation of his wife. Then Durvasa married another woman, and after enjoying the conjugal pleasures with her for divine 1,000 years, removed his pain of separation. Brihaspati had prevented Kamadeva while he was united with Ghritachi. As a result of this, the moon abducted the wife of his preceptor within a month. Then he, after adoring Shiva, got Tara as his wife, and for that purpose he had to fight with his own preceptor. He removed the pain of his separation by getting Tara pregnant. The sage Gautama had the moon while he was engaged in sex play with Mohini. Therefore, he had to face the separation from his wife. Though Harishchandra made a Shudra woman unconscious while she was having an intercourse with someone in a lonely place, but you just listen to the result of the same. At the denouncement of Vishwamitra, he was deprived of the kingdom, the wife, and the son. Thereafter, he adored Shiva, as a result of which he was relieved of the sin. Though a noble Brahmana was copulating with a Shudra woman, the gods did not interfere because of this fear. Everything can be achieved with the discharge of the semen. O Brahma, the process of discharge is quite effective, which is fruitful, and no one can withhold it. O gods, the activities of conjugal pleasures of Shiva was going to continue for a divine 1,000 years, and the method of the dropping of the semen of Shiva on the ground had to be thought of. A son named Skanda would be born of the semen of Shiva. O Brahma, presently you should retire to your abode with the gods. Let Shiva enjoy the company of Parvati in the secluded place. Brahma said, O excellent sage, thus speaking, Vishnu, the lord of Lakshmi, at once returned to his abode. The gods also retired to their respective places with me. Because of the love sports of Shiva and Parvati, the earth became weighty and started shaking with the serpent Sheshanaga and the tortoise. When the tortoise could no more carry the burden, then the wind, which is the life of all the creatures was also shaken, as a result of which all the three lokas were frightened. Then all the gods, along with me, again took refuge with Vishnu, and feeling disgusted, conveyed the news to him. The god said, O God of gods, O protector of all, we have been frightened and have arrived to take refuge with you. You kindly protect us. We do not know the reason for which the breathing of the people of the three worlds has been stopped. As a result of this, all the gods, the sages, mobiles and immobiles of the three worlds have been distressed. Brahma said, O great sage, thus speaking, all the gods with me took their seats, getting distressed. On hearing this, Lord Vishnu proceeded towards the Kailasa mountain, which was liked the most by Shiva. Vishnu, dear to the gods, together with myself and the gods, went to Shiva's place in order to have an audience with him. When Vishnu, together with the gods, could not find Shiva there, he felt surprised. He quite humbly inquired about Shiva's whereabouts from his Ganas. Lord Vishnu said, O Shiva's Ganas, where is Shiva, the Lord of all? All of you are quite compassionate, since we are immensely suffering. Therefore, you tell us about him. Brahma said, The Ganas of Shiva, on hearing the words of Vishnu and the gods accompanying him, lovingly spoke to Vishnu, the Lord of Lakshmi. The Shiva's Ganas said, O Vishnu, you please listen with Brahma and the other gods. We speak truthfully because of our devotion for Shiva. Sarveshwara Shiva, who is well versed in the performing of several sports, has gone to the abode of Girija, leaving us here. O Lord Vishnu, the husband of Lakshmi, we are unaware of the activities of Shiva in that place. He left for that place many years back. Brahma said, O excellent sage, listening to the words of the Ganas of Shiva, Vishnu felt surprised. Then he, along with me and the gods, went to the abode of Shiva. Vishnu, who is loved by the gods, spoke with compassionate tone quite loudly. O excellent sage, then myself, Vishnu, and all the gods offered prayer to Shiva. Vishnu said, O Parameshwara, O Mahadeva, what are you doing inside? You please protect the god who have arrived here, having been frightened by Tarakasura. O excellent sage, I, myself, Vishnu, and the gods, having been frightened by Tarakasura, prayed to Shiva variously. Then they started crying there. O excellent sage, the gods, having been troubled by the demon, started crying, creating uproars. Iti Shri Shiva Purane Rudra Samhitayang Kumara Khande Shiva Bihara Varnanang Nama Prathamodhyayah. Chapter 2. Birth of Kartikeya, the son of Shiva. Brahma said, Lord Mahadeva, who was well versed in the knowledge of yoga, listening to the prayer and the uproar, indeed intended to end the love sport, but was unable to do so for fear of Parvati. Then Shiva, who was well disposed towards his devotees, arrived near the gods who had been frightened at the gate of the house. Finding Lord Shiva there, myself, Brahma, besides the gods, were immensely pleased. Listening to the words of the gods, Shiva, with a painful heart, spoke to them. O sage, Brahma, Vishnu, and other gods, humbly lowering their heads, bowed in reverence to Shiva, offering prayer at the same time. The gods said, O God of gods, O Mahadeva, O Ocean of Mercy, O Lord, O Shankara, you are immanent, and as such you are well aware of everything. O Lord, O Maheshwara, you kindly kill the most powerful demon Taraka and others, showing your mercy on the gods. Shiva said, O Vishnu, O Brahma, and other gods, I am well aware of the ideas in your mind. Whatever is destined to happen. No one can stop it. Whatever has happened till now was destined to happen. Now you listen what is going to happen now. Who will receive the semen emerging from me? Thus speaking, let him take who will take up this discharged semen Thus speaking, he let it fall over the ground. At the instance of the gods, the fire god, taking to the form of a dove, swallowed the semen of Shiva through the beak. O sage, in the meantime Parvati arrived there. At the delay of the return of Shiva, she found the gods there. Learning about the news, Parvati was enraged. Then, getting enraged, she spoke to the gods like Vishnu and other. The goddess said, O gods, you are particularly wicked, selfish, and cause pain to others. O gods, for the accomplishment of the selfish motive, you, by adoring the Supreme Lord Shiva, have obstructed my conjugal pleasures, making me barren at the same time. O gods, no one can feel comfortable by opposing me. Therefore, you, the wicked gods, will also have to suffer. Brahma said. Thus speaking, the daughter of Himalaya, getting enraged, pronounced a curse on Vishnu and other gods. Parvati said, From today onwards, the wives of the gods would remain barren. Such of the gods who opposed me shall have to suffer. Brahma said, Jagadamba, thus pronouncing a curse on the gods, spoke in anger to Agni, who had swallowed the semen of Shiva. Parvati said, O Agni, from today onwards, you shall become the consumer of all, and you will always suffer from pain. The performer of the task of the gods, O Agni, you are a fool, unaware of the Shiva Tattva. O immensely wicked Agni, you bestow knowledge to others, but you have consumed the semen of Shiva, and by so doing you have not done well. Brahma said, O sage, the daughter of Himalaya, thus pronouncing a curse on Agni, feeling dissatisfied, returned to her abode with Shiva. Reaching there, Shiva, making all the efforts, spoke to her, O excellent sage. Thereafter, Parvati gave birth to Ganesha as a son. O sage, I shall narrate that story later on. Presently, I shall narrate the story of the birth of Guha, Kartikeya. The cereals and other eatables which are consumed by the fire god are passed on to the gods as per the provision of the scriptures and the Vedas. Therefore, all the gods became pregnant. Then Vishnu and other gods, being unable to tolerate the semen of Shiva, started suffering. Because of the curse of Shiva, they also lost their wisdom. Because of the curse of Shiva, they also lost their wisdom. Thereafter, Vishnu and other gods, getting confused, burning from the fire of semen, went to take refuge with the husband of Parvati. Reaching the gate of the abode of Shiva, started praying in a humble manner, with their hands folded to Shiva and Parvati both. The god said, O God of gods, O Mahadeva, O Lord of Giriraja, O great Lord, what has happened to us at the moment? Your illusion is imperishable. We have become pregnant and are burning with your semen. O Shiva, kindly remove our present suffering. Brahma said, O sage, thus listening to the prayer of the gods, the Lord of Parvati arrived at the place where gods were standing. At the arrival of Shiva at the gate, all the gods, lowering their heads, offered their salutation to Shiva, who is kindly disposed towards his devotees, and then offered prayer to him. The gods said, O Shambhu, O Shiva, O Maheshana, we particularly offer our salutation to you. We are burning from your semen and have arrived here to take refuge with you. You kindly save us. O Shiva, you kindly remove our sufferings, otherwise we will die soon. O Lord, who else is there except you to relieve us from the sufferings? Brahma said, thus listening to the pathetic words of the gods, Shiva, the Lord of the gods, who is well disposed towards his devotees, spoke to the gods smilingly. Shiva said, O Brahma, O Vishnu, and other gods, you better listen to my words and you will be comfortable thereafter. all of you should be alert. O gods, all of you should vomit out my semen. Thereafter, with my command, all of you would be comfortable. Brahma said, then Vishnu and all other gods, honoring the command of Shiva, the devoting their mind at the feet of the imperishable Shiva, vomited out the semen of Shiva. The semen of the gold complexion, after falling over the earth, was raised like an astonishing mountain and started shining, touching the heaven. Then Vishnu and other gods offered prayer to Shiva, who is well disposed towards his devotees, and became comfortable. O excellent sage, at that point of time, the fire god could not be comfortable because Lord Shiva had issued a hard command to him. O sage, then the fire god, getting upset, lowering his head, feeling painful, offering prayer to Shiva, said, the fire god said, O god of gods, O Maheshana, I am a fool, but a servant to you. Granting me pardon, you kindly remove my burning sensation. O Lord, you are well disposed towards the miserable people. Therefore, Parameshwara, getting pleased, said to Agni, Shiva said, by consuming my semen, you did an improper thing. Thus, because of the enormity of the sin and at my command, your burning sensation has not stopped. O fire god, since you have arrived here and taken refuge with me, I feel pleased. Now you will be relieved of your suffering. Now you drop my semen in the womb of a chaste woman quite carefully. Thereafter you would be relieved of the burning sensation and be happy. Brahma said. On hearing the words of Shiva, the fire god slowly, with devotion, folding his hands, spoke to Shiva, who bestows welfare to his devotees. O Lord, O Maheshwara, your semen is quite unbearable, which cannot be retained by any other woman in her womb except Parvati. O excellent sage, at these words of the fire god, then at the inspiration of Shiva, you in order come to get you help. Agni then spoke to you. Narada said, O fire god, you listen to my words, which are remover of fire, bestower of welfare, besides the extreme bliss and remover of all the sufferings. O dear one, you burn all and are known as Agni Deva, as desired by Shiva. I am going to speak out a remedy, following which quite respectfully you will be relieved of your suffering. O Agni, in the month of Magha, the women who take bath early in the morning, you should deposit the semen in their bodies. Brahma said, O sage, at the same time the wives of the same 7 sages arrived there, who regularly took bath in the month of Magha. O sage, 6 of the 7 women, after taking their bath, shivering with cold, went to the fire. Finding them confused, the wise and the chaste Arundhati stopped them from doing so. O sage, 6 of the 7 wives of the sages, becoming stubborn and confused with the illusion of Shiva, went towards the fire to relieve themselves of the cold. O sage, particles of the semen of Shiva entered the bodies of those women through the pores of the hairs. O sage, thereafter the fire god was relieved of the burning sensation. Then the fire god at once disappeared from the scene in the form of a flame and happily went to his abode, reciting the name of Shiva in his mind. O saint, in turn the woman became pregnant and felt distressed with the burning sensation. All of them then returned home, but Arundhati was annoyed with Agni. O dear one, the husband of the woman, realizing the plight of their wives, became furious. They consulted one another and discarded them. O dear, on seeing their own state, the 6 ladies felt very miserable and distressed. Then, feeling disgusted, the 6 women of the sages cast off their semen in the form of fetus over the peak of Himalaya and were thus relieved of their burning sensation. O excellent sage, Himalaya too was unable to bear the heat of the semen of Shiva. Himalaya, getting scorched while trembling, hurled the semen into the flowing water of the Ganga. O excellent sage, the Ganga too, finding the semen of Shiva to be unbearable, dropped it by her waves in the forest of the Sara grass. With the fall of the semen in the Sara forest, it was turned into a handsome and a beautiful male child, having enough of glory and splendor, who delighted all. O sage, on the 6th day of the bright fortnight of the month of Margashirsha, the son of Shiva was born in the world. At that point of time, both Shiva and Parvati, the daughter of Himalaya, became extremely happy at the mountain. Having been filled with motherly affection, the milk started oozing out of the breast of Parvati. The minds of all the people was delighted at that time. O dear one, at that time the auspicious celebrations were held in all the three worlds, which provided comforts and delights to the sages. Obstructions were particularly created in the tasks of the wicked people and the demons. Suddenly the drums were beaten in the sky, and O Narada, the rain of flowers was showered over the child. O excellent sage, Vishnu and all other gods suddenly felt delighted. There was a great jubilation everywhere. इति श्री शिव महापुराणे द्वितीयायां रुद्र संहितायां चतुर्थ कुमार खंडे शिवपुत्र जनन वर्णनं नाम द्वितीयोऽध्यायः. Chapter 3, Childhood Sports of Kartikeya. Narada said, O God of gods, O Prajapati, O Brahma, O Creator of the universe, O Lord, you kindly tell me as to what happened thereafter. Brahma said, O dear one, at that point of time, as a move of destiny, the sage Vishwamitra arrived there of his own. Observing the divine resplendence of the son of Shiva, his desire was fulfilled, and he bowed in reverence to him with delight. Then Vishwamitra, who was well aware of the influence of the child, eulogized him at the instance of Brahma. Then the son of Shiva, who indulged in several types of sports, feeling delighted, said to Vishwamitra. The son of Shiva said, O immensely wise one, how have you arrived here as per the desire of Shiva? O dear one, you better perform all the samskaras for me as prescribed in the Vedas. From today onwards, you function as our priest. By loving me, you would surely become adorable by all. Brahma said, listening to these words, the son of Gadhi was surprised and spoke to him in sweet words. Vishwamitra said, O dear one, I am a Kshatriya, son of Gadhi. I am not a Brahmana. I am known by the name of Vishwamitra. I am a Kshatriya and the servant of the Brahmanas. O excellent child, I have given my acquaintance to you. You better give me your own introduction. Who are you? I feel surprised at your words. Brahma said, on hearing these words, the divine child gave his introduction to the sage. Then the body, who had been the cause of the great enjoyment, spoke to the son of Gadhi quite lovingly. Shiva's son said, O Vishwamitra, with my boon you would become a Brahmarshi. There is no doubt about it. The sages, like Vasishtha and others, would respectfully praise you. Therefore, at my command, you can perform the samskaras. You keep this secret quite concealed and don't reveal it to anyone. Brahma said, O Narada, thereafter Vishwamitra lovingly performed the samskara of Kartikeya according to the Vedic tradition. Then, then Shiva's son, who could perform several types of sports delightfully, bestowed to the sage Vishwamitra the supreme and divine knowledge. Since that moment, since that moment, the son of Agni, who could indulge in several sports, made Vishwamitra his priest, and he became a great Brahmana and an expert in the various divine sports. O sage, this happens to be his very first sport which had been performed by him and has been narrated by me to you. Now you listen to another wonderful sport of Shiva's son, which I am going to narrate to you. O dear one, at the same time a sage named Shweta arrived there and found a divine son. Then arrived Agni, who, after embracing him, kissed him as well. Then, calling him his son, he gave him a divine Shakti. Guha, Kartikeya, then carrying that Shakti, climbed over the peak of the Krauncha mountain, and attacking its peak with that Shakti, he threw it on the ground. Observing this, initially 10 demons arrived there to kill him. With the attack of the Shakti possessed by Kartikeya, all of them were destroyed. A huge uproar was created there. The earth started shaking with the mountains. All the 3 lokas also started shaking. Indra, the lord of gods, too arrived there. Then Indra attacked over the left arm of the boy, from where there emerged a shakha, possessing great strength. Indra again struck him with Vajra on the left side, and there emerged another great warrior named Vaishakha. Indra then attacked the child at his heart with Vajra, and a great warrior known as Naigama emerged from the same. Thereafter Skanda and other 3 great warriors at once proceeded for the killing of Indra, who took refuge with them. O sage, Indra then, getting frightened, returned to his abode with the gods, feeling surprised, but he could not realize the truth about the child. O dear one, the boy who indulged in such types of sports firmly stayed there with delight, without fear like before. At the same time, 6 Kritika women arrived there to take bath, and they found the child, who was a great lord. All the Kritikas tried to catch hold of the boy, but all of them quarrelled among themselves over the possession of the boy. In order to subside their quarrel, the child developed 6 faces. O sage, thereafter all the 6 of them made the child to drink milk from their individual breasts. O sage, all the 6 Kritikas, realizing the mental condition of the child, carried him to their place. The child, who was desirous of drinking the breast milk and was illustrious like the sun, was being brought up by the Kritika by means of breastfeeding. The child was dear to the Kritikas much more than their lives, and they never allowed him to be away from their sight even for a moment. In fact, the son belongs to the one who brings him up. Such of the costumes and ornaments which could rarely be found in the universe were given to the child. They specially fed the child with the delicious food daily and took special care to bring him up. O dear one, once the son of the Kritikas went to the royal court and displayed his wonderful feats. The child, who indulged in enormous sports, displayed his astonishing luster before Vishnu and other gods. Looking at that resplendence, Vishnu, together with all the gods and the sages, feeling surprised, and asked the child, "Who are you?" On hearing this, he kept quiet and spoke nothing. Then, returning home, he lived there secretly. Iti Shri Shiva Mahapurane Dvitiyayaং Rudra Samhitayaং Chaturthe Kumara Khande Kartikeya Leela Varnanang Nama Tritiyodhyayah.